Shortly after 5 o'clock on the evening last Friday, we got a report from one of our fire engines out on patrol, working out in the old Oxbow burn country, of a smoke in the area. He saw the smoke over the top of a hill, radioed it in, and that he was going to move closer to try to investigate. We were able to get initial attack resources headed that direction right away, but they kind of get their heads down, really trying to put out the fire. They were telling a pretty harrowing story, this thing really up and moving on them, and we as managers are trying to make that decision if that fire is something that we can handle and think that we can catch it and handle with the resources that we have on district, or if we're going to have to think bigger picture and bring in outside resources. Again, this is burning in the footprint of the 1966 Oxbow burn, which burned 42,000 acres. Our goal is to not let that happen again. Early detection is a huge part of catching a fire. Being able to get resources to it quickly for an aggressive initial attack and stop it before it gets big. You know, if we can catch it when it's as small as it can, we're going to hit it with all we can. We feel that that's a safer, more efficient way for us. Well, about a decade ago, DFPA, the Douglas Forest Protective Association down out of Roseburg, started researching the use of automated smoke detection cameras to take the place of some of their aging lookouts. Technology was out there to start utilizing cameras to basically take their place. Here in the Western Lane District, we have 3 of these cameras. Roman Nose Lookout, our old lookout station there, Walker Point, where we used to have a lookout, and Prairie Peak, where we used to have a lookout. We had our engine on scene. Was able to get some directions from us, and then just chasing the smoke that he saw directly. They were doing their best, but nobody really wants to admit that you're not going to be able to catch it. Upon that call, we immediately pulled up our cameras here on the computer. We're able to pretty quickly get some eyes on this fire to really see what it was doing before our fire engines even got on scene. By 10 o'clock that night, looking at this, we knew that even a Type 3 team wasn't going to be able to handle this, and that we were going to have to go with a full order. So we made the phone call literally 5 hours after ignition, and by 9 a.m. the next morning the team was sitting in this office doing their end briefing, and by noon the next day, so less than 24 hours later, we had a full incident management team and all the resources to start actively suppressing this fire.